Is that a breakup?
I think we have a situation right here.
On the Feeling Station.
Welcome to The Feeling Station, a podcast that touches on breakup stories that people would like to talk about with a view to give lessons that they learned from their experiences. We hope that you find the stories entertaining, but more importantly, meaningful given the lesson behind it all. And today I got a very beautiful young lady in front of me who's going to be telling us one hell of a story. Is that right?
I try,
Yeah?
I try.
And there's no pressure for you to go crazy, but I think I am intrigued by the breakup story that you're going to share with us.
Well, I hope it's interesting.
Now, in the spirit of the podcast, we like to keep you as anonymous as we can.
Good.
That means that I have a name that I need to pick,
Okay.
and the name that I'm going to be picking is an African name, and it's the name that I'm going to refer to you by. Now,
Sweet.
I have the memory of a goldfish, so wish me luck. And,
Okay, I
and
wish you all
me
the
like that
best.
I
You
don't
better-
eventually blurt
you
your name out
better-
at some point,
you
right?
better not.
So I'll do the best I can.
Okay, do that, yeah.
And then equally, you have a name in front of you that I'm
Yeah.
going to ask to pick as soon as I've revealed mine, and then we will move it going forward. So your name for this is going to be, insert drum roll here.
Way.
Oh, this is going to be quite easy for me. So your name is actually Chipo, which is Chipo, right?
Excuse me.
Chipo, right? Chipo.
Chipo.
Yeah, and Chipo is a Zimbabwean name.
Okay.
And it means gift.
Well, just call me
Right.
Gifty then. Just call me Gift instead.
Nah,
No?
I'm going to go you Chipo. I want to get the Africanness in
Okay,
this.
cheapo.
Yeah.
Call me Chi.
Yeah, perfect.
Because
I'll call you.
I don't think I can say. I don't think I will be able to say my name. So
Oh.
call me Chi.
Right, I'll call you Chi.
Call me Chi.
Right, your turn. What does your name say? Now, this is
Okay.
going to be the name of the guy that you're with. And again, I've made the assumption that you were
Was
in a...
guy I was
Yeah,
with.
you, a guy. Cool. Go ahead.
Okay, it says Zara.
Zara.
Yeah, Zara.
Okay, how
which
is that
means
spelled?
Blossom.
Is that Z-A-R-A?
No, Zahra.
All right, okay.
Yes, and it means blossom.
Ooh, where's that from?
It's a Swahili name. It comes from East Africa.
Ooh, nice. I don't know. It's kind of
Blossom.
interesting that a guy would be called
I think this
Blossom.
name is way too nice for him.
Oh,
Like,
ooh.
I don't think he deserves to be called Blossom because he ain't blossoming.
Mm,
He didn't blossom manner, so
do you know what?
no.
I think this is going to be a super interesting one, especially
Should
when
we
you
just
think
call
about
him
what.
B?
Do you know what? That
Or Z. Z sounds accurate. It sounds a bit more
sounds more.
like Z.
Okay, we'll call him Z.
Z.
Right, now I need
Chi
to.
and Z.
Okay, so Chi and Z.
Yeah.
So, one of the few things that we find really important in this podcast is to bring a lesson to life.
All right.
Right, the experience that you had with this guy, Zara,
Person.
Z, taught you one or two things that anybody listening to this podcast might benefit from. So, before we go too far, what is the lesson or the lessons that this experience you had taught you?
I think for me, it was that you do not own people, you only experience them.
Ooh,
And that was something I was not aware at the time.
yeah.
And I feel like looking back,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot about myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like every relationship you go into,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you learn from it, become a better person through it. You
And
know?
that you don't own someone.
And you don't
Full
own
stop.
the person. You just experience people, at the end of the day. So, yeah, just be grateful for the experience. Even if it was bad, at the end of the day, it might be a blessing,
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, just, just experience people, have fun.
So let's take a journey back in time,
Yeah.
right? Where did you and Zara meet?
Man, I was 20 years old. That was my 20th birthday party. I celebrated with my work colleagues, and he literally just started working with us in the company.
So you guys were working together in the same place?
Yes, exactly. But
Okay.
I've never seen him before.
Right.
So that was his first day at the company, and I didn't see him because I was working somewhere else on
Okay.
that day. And so basically, I met him
Okay.
during the party, and he was very nice. He offered me a drink, he bought me a drink and everything. And I don't know, we just got on, we just
Yeah.
laughed a lot
Yeah.
and stuff. It was fun. Yeah, it was
You
fun.
just vibed?
We just vibed.
So what is it that you liked about this guy?
That's something I'm still trying to figure out. But I think
This is a couple of years after and you're still trying to figure out what it is.
I mean, that was 4 years ago. You gotta keep
Okay.
in mind I'm 24 now. So I
Yeah.
was 20 when that happened.
Okay.
So I was a baby. I was so young.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think what I liked about him was just how easy it was to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like I'm this type of person I like to just flow. Like I just like conversations to flow.
Yeah.
I don't like awkward moments, and there was no awkward moment with him, and we just got on. We literally just got on, and it was good vibes, great vibes. amazing vibes.
So this party happens. You vibe with this guy. How did you guys keep in touch? Did you guys exchange numbers?
So I knew I was going to see him again because we work at the same company.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of time until I will see him again. But I do remember it was quite a blur. Everything is just a blur because it's so long time ago, and I was quite drunk on the day. But
Yeah.
I remember him following me to the bus stop and like trying to come to my house because I lived alone at the time.
Is this after the work party?
After the party?
Okay,
it was work party / my birthday party. So
Yeah.
I just turned 20. So I think my age is quite important in this story. Okay. So he tried to come to my house, and I told him off. I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, we vibe, but I didn't get that kind of vibe from you.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm not very interested. And not only that, we're working together, and I think it's appropriate for this to happen.
Yeah.
So I told him off, and then that's it. Then he left and stuff. And then I saw him the week after because my celebration party was on a Friday. And I saw him the week after at work, and
But you guys weren't really trying to connect and to be with each other?
I wasn't trying to be with anyone. I was 20. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to have fun, but not like in the way of like the way he might have thought. I like just, experience people. I just want to like talk.
How much older were we talking about with this guy?
The thing is like, he never told me his age. I actually found out.
Okay.
This guy's, if I tell you, I think it's like a compulsive liar. I think he actually got issues. Like, this guy's actually joking.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Actually, he never told me his age. So it was more my work colleagues / friends that told me like, oh yeah, you do know that he's 34. I was
Whoa.
like, 34? He does not look like 34.
Whoa.
I thought that he was high as like 26.
So we're
I thought he
talking
was
a
like
good 14-year difference here.
14 years. He could be my dad, like biologic. Like he could literally be my dad. Like he could be my dad. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was so shocked, but I think when I found out, it was already a bit too late because of how I am. And I am the type of person that when I see somebody very often, a lot of times, I'll just start liking them.
And you're seeing this guy often where?
Almost every day. And we met up after work almost every day besides weekends.
So numbers have been exchanged. You're starting to feel this guy.
Yeah.
You're starting to feel the chemistry building up on both parts.
That's the thing. He told me very early on in a relationship that he's not looking for anything serious. And I was like, I'm not looking for anything serious either.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I kind of feel like we started this relationship with the intention of it not going anywhere. We've kind of like just wanted to experience each other, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did a mistake. My mistake was falling in love. I shouldn't have done that.
But sometimes you can't help ourselves.
I know, I couldn't help myself. I was 20, mate.
Do you know Mother Nature has a way of just taking things.
And if I see you every day, like every day.
I mean, it felt
like
good that you saw him every
company.
day, though, because then it just meant that your emotions and your feelings grew.
Exactly.
And you got to see this guy every day.
Exactly.
So you kind of had no way of avoiding falling in love with this
Exactly.
guy.
And I think he knew that. I think that's what he does.
You reckon that was his intention?
I think, yes. If I tell you, this guy's very, like, I feel like he wanted me to fall in love with him.
So
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does make sense. It almost sounds to me like he's one of those guys who likes to be on a power trip.
Yes. I mean, why else would you hang out around with a 20-year-old when you're 34?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Clearly, he wanted to,
I mean, even I'm questioning that. That's a huge
huge
gap.
difference.
And normally,
Like,
guys within
mad.
within that sphere of age with somebody that young, it's a mind control thing.
Definitely,
knowing
he
that I've
definitely
gotten-
controlled me. Yeah,
Did he?
I was his yes, very much.
So you've now fallen in love.
I think
I'm guessing
I
you
am
didn't see
starting to fall in love.
Okay.
I think I've realized I've loved him when it ended because that was mad. I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like.
So I'm
Hurts.
guessing as you guys were growing in this relationship, you're
Yeah.
still at the same workplace. There was never a time that you guys were apart, as in he left the organization and you were still there.
No, we were always working for the same organization, and we were both team leaders at the time. So, I didn't really see him at work very often, but it was like more after work we met up.
Yeah.
And we did something after work, we just hung out after work and stuff. So Yeah.
So did this guy live on his own? Did he have...
So that's something I'm just trying to figure out. Like, wow.
There's a lot of stuff you're trying to figure out
Honey,
after the
very
event.
secretive guy. Like, I don't know much about him.
Even to this day, you don't know much about him.
I don't know, but now I kind of like think, because you know what I've noticed about him? I never met him on the weekends.
Never.
On the weekends, he was always away. Because he was very into sports.
Yeah.
So he told me that he was like traveling up north to see his
What sport
friends.
are we talking here?
Rugby, for anything, football, anything.
Did he have the build of a rugby guy? Was he a bit-
Nope.
Okay.
But no, I do believe that he enjoyed watching it, because I do
Okay.
remember that was during, I think there was like a football thing happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Champions League, World Cup, or European Cup.
Yeah.
But during that time,
Yeah.
we watched every game. Like, we watched the games. Like, he loved sports. I believe
I mean,
that.
it's one thing to watch sport and the other to play it, because I'm just trying to understand.
No, I don't think
why...
he plays it. I don't think he plays it. I think he watches it a lot. And that's fine. I
Okay.
mean, that's not the issue here.
So what I'm trying to get is, why did he want to be away at the weekend so much?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he told me that he's meeting his friends, you know, that and stuff like that. And so I never met him on a Saturday, on a Sunday, ever. But at the time, it didn't seem off to me.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was reasonable for him to meet his friends. Like, well, all right, like.
I mean, and that's a very natural thing to feel, especially when you fall in love with someone.
Yes.
Because we get blinded by all sorts of things.
I didn't think it was awkward, and I also didn't think it was awkward that he never held my hand.
He never ever
No,
held
he
your
never
hand.
held my hand.
Never.
I can't believe I fell for this guy. He's such a dick. He's actually a dick.
Okay.
That's what he did.
So how did this guy express his affection for you?
He never really did.
I'm still.
I was so gullible. No, we have to keep in mind, yeah. I was so naive, and I think I wanted love. I was looking for love.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were so many red flags, but I didn't see them because I kind of thought I could change it, and he's going to change, or he's going to get better. You know, I thought that I was like this savior hero that would come into his life and change him. No, girls, we cannot change a guy. If he tells you who he is, you have to believe
you
it.
better take what he's saying.
You have to believe him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy was giving you red flags from the onset. He's told you, look, I'm not really looking for anything.
Yeah.
I can't give you more than you are seeing from me now. Number one.
Yeah.
2, he's not available at the weekend.
Yeah.
What other red flags did you feel coming from this guy?
When we argued,
Yeah.
things he would say to me,
What sort of things would he say?
everything is my fault. It's me. I am the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And like little things like, I don't think we're compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these things. And I just didn't listen. I think I should have listened.
What is it that stopped you from listening to what he was saying?
I think because I just wanted to be with him.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to stop seeing him. He was the only guy I was seeing. You know, I felt very comfortable around him. And I think that's what's kind of scary, like leaving this comfort. Because comfort is something that's very hard to get. And it's not something that you just find. It's something that you build. And I didn't want to like give it up, because it took a long time for me to feel comfortable with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
When you say a long time, how long are we talking here?
So I met him in September,
Yeah.
because my birthday is in September.
Yeah.
And I think we ended it in around June, July time. So I would say that I could like start seeing cracks in around his birthday was in April.
Mm-hmm.
Around April, Mayish times. You know, the replies not as quick anymore.
So these are replies
Sometimes
to your
he just
text.
doesn't reply at all.
So these are replies to your text. Hey, babe, how are you? What
No,
are
he
you up
does
to? Blah,
not.
blah, blah, blah.
It was always me messaging first.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think honestly, I don't think he ever had feelings for me, anything like that. I don't think he did, because why would you be like so mean?
Yeah. I mean, but bear in mind, this guy is an older guy, and we've already established that he was always interested in
Mate, he might
controlling
have
you
a
anyway.
whole family, I'm telling you, and I would have not known. This
So-
guy might have kids. Like, he told me that he doesn't want children, that he doesn't believe in that marriage concept and stuff. But I don't understand why I still hang out with him, because I always wanted to have children, always wanted to get married. So why did I
Yeah,
continue?
so you tell me, why did you continue?
Because I thought I could be this person that would change his mind.
So what are
I'm
some
not
of the
that
things?
special, girls. We're not that special, okay?
Well, what are the things that you wanted to change about this guy? Because it feels like there's a lot you wanted to change about. Just name a few of the things you wanted to change about
He was
him.
not very like emotional. He was not a very like.
Expressive guy.
No, he was
No?
not expressive at all.
So you thought you could make him expressive and emotional?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, from my perspective, it might sound like he was like a complete dick, but no, the way I felt, I do feel that he maybe did like me. Okay, because you don't hang around with somebody for so long
Yeah.
if you don't like them. He liked me. I think he liked my company, but I don't think he saw anything more than that happening, and I just
Okay.
didn't understand that. And yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe I should have read more his actions, and I should have listened a bit more. We didn't have a lot of sex.
No?
No,
Reason being?
I didn't really. I was not with him for that.
Yeah.
I think I liked him as a friend. Do you know what I should have done? I should have realized that I should have not taken it any further. I should have just seen him as a friend because what I missed was the friendship.
Okay.
We were good friends.
Yeah.
Like, we were very good friends.
You realize you click with this guy.
Yeah.
You become really good friends.
Yeah.
And then the mistake was made. You moved from friendship into something else.
Yes.
Well, at least it feels like you moved from friendship into something else. And he just kind of stayed in whatever zone because he said to
Yeah.
you, look, I'm not really...
Into that anyway.
I'm not
like,
really
I
into
don't
that
want to
anyway.
be this boyfriend-girlfriend thing anyway.
But you're like, nah, I'm going to do this
yeah,
because,
I was like, okay,
because
since
I'm
we
going
had
to change
sex,
you.
I kind of felt like,
Yeah.
let's take it to the next stage.
Okay, so for you, it was the sex that made you
Yeah.
think, okay, things have changed.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to change you because I can change people. Is that how you felt?
Yeah. I don't know what I thought was, well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we did end it many times during the relationship.
So that was
And
the
we were
beginning
arguing.
of...
We were arguing a lot, like, towards the end.
Right.
Like, I was just, like, so over it. I was like, you don't even like me anyway.
And what sort of stuff would you guys generally argue about? Was it like real material stuff or petty things?
No, I think it was petty shit because I think back in the day when I was younger and I got drunk, I was very confrontational. Like, very confrontational.
It sounds to me like that's one of the things that he had a problem with.
Yeah,
The
drinking.
confrontational side of things.
Yeah,
Did he ever say anything about that?
yeah.
What did he say?
That I should stop drinking.
Okay. And your response was?
No,
And
I'm not that bad, but okay.
I'm guessing this has probably led to a few breakups here and there because you're confrontational, you guys aren't really communicating, you're not dealing with stuff as you should, and then bam, you break off.
Well, basically, yes. But then, I tried to, because when we break up, we kind of text each other again and then, link up again and stuff. But this time it was different. He just didn't reply. I called and called and called. He didn't reply.
This is in May.
Yes. No, end of May.
End of May.
Going to June now
yeah.
because I celebrated his birthday and his birthday was in May. We celebrated his 35th. So it was so funny. I think he kind of was pissed off about the way I celebrated his 35th.
I can't get over that
Because I
age
kept
gap.
repeating it, like, "Oh my god, you're old!" Like,
Yeah.
I was a baby.
I mean, but did
I
he get
was
the
so
joke?
young.
Did he like? Did he like the joke? Did he find it funny? You know that.
No, and I think
no?
he did. No, I think he actually had a problem with his age. I don't think he actually wanted to get older because of the way he behaved. He did not behave like a 34-year-old is with a 20-year-old. Obviously, you have to be a certain maturity level in order to even communicate with me and get along with me.
Yeah.
So I don't think he actually liked the fact that he was getting older.
He's not really
I was like
happy about
Snapchatting.
it.
I was like, it's started 35.
And he wasn't about it. And he wasn't about it at all.
not having it.
Oh my god.
I know.
And then you start messaging him, and then bang, he's just blanking
He just
you.
stops. He literally ignored me, and I sent him like, this Lauryn Hill song, X Factor. I sent him that song. It was like, you broke my heart. That's me right now. Nah. I was actually heartbroken, and I was very surprised about it because I didn't think I loved him, but when
Yeah.
it was finished, that's when I realized, no, I actually really loved him.
It doesn't sound like one of those where you got to a point where you say to someone, "I'm ending this," or he would say, "I'm ending this." It feels like it just faded. Is that what happened between you two?
Probably because we have been arguing a lot
Yeah.
and stuff, and
About petty stuff.
about petty shit,
Yeah.
like petty stuff. And then he just stopped replying,
Mm-hmm.
And then it was harder to meet up with him. and we wouldn't meet up every week
Anymore,
anymore.
yeah. And are you still working
Every
at the
other
same
week,
place?
and then he left the place.
Oh, in between this whole you guys not
in
speaking to
all
each
this-
other.
Yeah, and I left the place too.
So it made it even harder for you guys
yes.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I think? I think I should have never taken it the next step. I think I should have chilled out and just been his friend.
So how did you guys eventually then break up then? What
That's
is it
how
that
it
broke?
happened.
What,
he just stopped. He just
stopped texting
He
you?
just disappeared.
And he just disappeared. I was like,
Disappeared.
what?
He disappeared on me. Disappeared.
No.
Yes, he disappeared. If I tell you, my heart was. He ripped my heart. Like
Oh my
he just
God.
disappeared.
And are we talking blocking you or?
He probably blocked me because the
or-
messages didn't go through for some time, and then suddenly one
Yeah,
day
yeah.
I get like the message, "Oh yeah, I want to."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh," but then I started arguing with him again, and then he disappeared on me again.
Oh my God.
And then I was afterwards, so I have not seen him in like 3-4 years.
This is gonna be the funniest story ever.
I don't think so. Well, I hope.
I mean, because he just literally fell off the face of the earth,
Literally.
gone without a trace. It didn't.
Girl, if he is 10 years older than you, run.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, nah, he planned all this because...
So you feel he just wanted to have his cake, leave.
Yeah.
And when.
And I think he knew that I loved him.
Yeah.
Because of my actions. I really loved, like, my actions, yeah. You could see it.
That they told the story.
Yeah.
If you were to bump into him today, what is the first thing you would say to him?
Well, I hope I look good on that day.
Oh, well, yeah, assuming that you are looking good as you always do.
And I wish him all the best. Like, to be very honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm actually happy that this happened because I've done a lot of mistakes during the relationship. For example, he used to pay for everything. Everything.
Every single thing.
Everything. But that was solely because I had that time, that kind of mentality that that's what guys were meant
To do.
to do. Yeah. I'm actually over it. No, I'm actually over him. It took a while.
How long are we talking here?
Long.
A
I
year?
think like...
A year, 2
No,
years?
I think more than that.
More than really?
No, I do remember when I was like with guys that had similar names
Yeah.
to
To Zara.
Z,
Yeah, Zed. Yeah.
that I would call them W. You know, like like literally similar. Like I would call them like a similar.
Wow.
I would call them S.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, like I would literally call them the guy's name.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Like no, he did traumatize me.
But now it really sounds like you're in a much, much, much better place.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it resonates with exactly what you were saying at the beginning.
Yeah.
To say that you don't have the power to own someone.
don't
Somebody
own
will
him. You
always
just have
be
to experience
whoever
people.
they are and what they want to do.
Experience them.
Experience them for the moment
Yeah.
in time that you have.
Exactly.
And
Have fun.
and what would you say about the red flags that you missed? I mean, would you tell people to keep an eye out for them and not to
Yeah.
ignore them, or?
No, I do believe that my age did contribute to that
Yeah.
and my inexperience with men during that time as well. I've learned a lot over the 4 years and I know now if things like this will happen now, it just won't happen. Like, it won't progress. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I would even talk to him.
So now the moment that somebody would say the very first thing that he said, you'd be like,
Like,
you know,
no.
this guy's telling me something.
No, I'm actually running. Like, if I say,
Whoa.
boy, if I see red flags, I'm actually very conscious of it.
Yeah.
I'm like very aware of it. And I'm starting to believe men.
Yeah.
I'm starting to listen. I was not a good listener back then. I kind of lived in my own bubble.
And what's happened to the confrontation? Are you still as confrontational as you were back then? Or?
No. I believe I was back then very angry because I just
Yeah.
moved from a different country to the UK.
Okay.
And I missed my friends and stuff, you know. And I was just very frustrated about situations and stuff. I'm definitely now in a better place than I was back then. I was just angry. But now I think I'm like happier, better.
And so if you'd have a conversation with your 20-year-old self now, what is the one massive big piece of advice you would give yourself?
I will tell her to, stay focused now. To be honest, I was doing everything right that time. Like, I was focused, I was studying, I was getting good grades, I was working.
Yeah.
It was just, when in terms of relationships, I've never been really strong.
Yeah.
In that aspect. Even though everything else is going well, it's just in terms of men.
It's just one of those key things that you,
yeah. Very naive.
Well, so for those who are actually listening to this podcast, Chi he has just told us that the one thing you always need to keep an eye out for is the fact that you cannot own somebody
You
and just
cannot.
have the experience with
Have
them
fun.
for as long as that experience can run for.
Yes. For your own sanity,
Yeah.
just accept the fact that this guy might not be here for the long run.
Yeah.
He might just be here temporarily. But
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure that during that time, you learn.
Yeah. Well, for those
About
who've taken
yourself.
time to listen to this podcast, just want to say thank you very much. And a special thank you to Chi and giving us that really insightful, interesting story. This guy, I think in this day and age, they call it ghosting, I think.
Yes, ghosting,
So- so-
situationships.
So
you
this
call
guy
it.
ghosted. If you have a guy that you're with who's not replying your texts and kind of giving
Dump
you a
him.
vibe that is not available, and certainly if it's 14 years older, ooh, you got
Yeah,
a few
okay,
red
yeah. But I
flags
mean,
in
there are guys that are younger and still do that dumb shit. Okay.
So keep an eye out for those red flags. This is The Feeling Station, and this is Tinto signing out for The Feeling Station. Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.
Tell me what you're feeling.
Satis on Daru Raini and Chake
Tell me what you're feeling. Now that it's over.
Satis on Daru Raini and Chake
Let me talk about my feelings. Let me talk about my feelings, yeah.
Urudoi motoru noto kujidziru amai.
Jazira, I'm love is a fire.
Urudoi motoru noto kujidziru amai.